Mumbai is changing faster than anyone could have predicted. Known for its rapid urban growth, Mumbai wasn't always a place you would plan to visit without spending the whole day on the road. With about 4 million plus cars on the road, moving at 8 kilometers an hour during peak hours, Mumbai was definitely one of the worst places to drive through in the world. Imagine driving through the city only to be overtaken by someone running beside you. That was the reality of the region, with drivers spending 2 to 3 hours commuting daily. But then suddenly Mumbai opened a single bridge and all that changed overnight. But how is that even possible? How did this $2.1 billion bridge change the region forever? And how is it possible to suddenly make a 2-hour trip in just 30 minutes? Driving from Mumbai to its satellite town, Navi Mumbai, has been a nightmare for many people for as long as they can remember. And why not? The trip on average took 2 to 3 hours. And if you're wondering why that's such a big deal, you should probably know that's the same thing as taking a long train ride from one end of the city to the other twice a day. With more than 4 million cars on the road alone, Mumbai traffic was to be expected. But factor in other modes of transportation like motorbikes, trucks, tricycles, and rickshaws, and you can begin to understand what a nightmare it will be to travel through such a region. Essentially, Mumbai has over 600 vehicles per kilometer of road, with the Western Express Highway seeing over 60,000 vehicles daily. On average, these drivers have reported driving about 8 kilometers per hour, and even having joggers pass by them as they drove to work. But why did it get so bad? Well, the reason's rather simple. Mumbai is experiencing unprecedented rapid growth in business and population. Sadly, however, this growth isn't accompanied by the necessary infrastructure development it requires. It's so bad that Mumbai's roads occupy about 10% of its land area but accommodate nearly 30% of the city's travel demand. Something had to be done, and something insane was done. Opened on January 12, 2024, the Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link, also known as the Atal Setu Bridge, changed the region in ways no one could have predicted. Stretching about 21.8 kilometers in length, with 5.5 kilometers of it being on land, and about 16.5 kilometers stretching over a portion of the Arabian Sea. The Atal Setu is the 12th longest bridge in the world. Connecting Mumbai to Navi Mumbai, the bridge did the impossible as it turned the usual 2-hour commute into a simple 30-minute drive. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Beginning in Suri, South Mumbai, the bridge crosses Thane Creek, north of the Elephanta Island, and terminates at Churli, near Navasheva in Uran Taluka, Navi Mumbai. The bridge boasts a whopping 27-meter wide, 6-lane highway. In addition, it includes 2 emergency exit lanes, 2 edge strips, parallel crash barriers, and even noise barriers on both sides. Costing about 18,000 crore, that is $2.1 billion to build, the bridge has a maximum capacity of 70,000 vehicles per day, and was built for at least 100 years. But wait, it gets even better. As one of India's most ambitious projects ever, it would come as a surprise to find out this massive construction was completed in just 7 years after construction started in 2016. In actuality, there have been 4 attempts to build the bridge. See, in 1962, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways commissioned Wilbur Smith and Associates, WSA, to plan transportation and traffic for Greater Bombay. Their 1963 report proposed the Uran Bridge to connect Mumbai to Uran, but advised further studies due to low traffic projections. Then, in 1973, the successful Vashi Bridge connected Mumbai to Navi Mumbai. Following this, the first serious attempt to build the Sea Link came in 2004 when the Infrastructure Leasing and Financial Services, IL&FS, proposed a BOOT model, but sadly it was sidelined by the state government. A second attempt then came in 2005 when the project saw bids from the Ambani brothers, but sadly unrealistic proposals led to another stall. Sadly, once again in 2008, no bids were submitted, and the region was plagued with political feuds and delays. In 2011, the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority took over, securing environmental clearances for the project, but sadly faced further delays due to the environmental concerns and political issues. Luckily, in 2016, the Japan International Cooperation Agency agreed to fund 80% of the project, with additional rescue lanes and a switch to steel-only bridge sections. Despite environmental concerns over mangroves and flamingo habitats, the project received final clearance in 2017. And soon enough, construction took full swing. The foundation stone for the Atal Setu was laid by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on December 24, 2016. Following this, construction began on April 24, 2018. By May 18, 2019, the first pier was built, and the first girder was launched on January 15, 2020. The construction of the bridge was an otherworldly display of true engineering marvel. Constructed in 3 sections, the bridge used 65,000 metric tons of reinforcement steel, 96,250 metric tons of structural steel, and about 830 cubic meters of concrete. To give you a good idea of how much material was used, the amount of concrete used could fill about 330 Olympic-sized swimming pools, while the steel used could build approximately 10 Eiffel Towers with ease. If you're wondering why so much material was used, well, materials were chosen for their corrosion resistance and ability to withstand weather variations, high wind speeds, tides, and even earthquakes up to a magnitude of 6.5. The bridge can even withstand cyclones. Besides that, the project was the first to ever use orthotropic decks in India. For those who don't know, an orthotropic deck is a type of bridge deck made from steel that's designed with different properties in different directions. These special steel decks essentially made sure the bridge had longer spans than possible with regular girders, making up 4.7 kilometers of the bridge. In fact, the longest of these steel spans reaches 180 meters, about the length of 2 football fields placed end to end, while the shortest is 110 meters long. These spans were extremely crucial, as they eliminated the need for numerous pillars that would hinder ship movement below the bridge. As if the construction wasn't already insane enough, the process relied heavily on prefabrication, with only 3% of the bridge built on site, including the foundations and pouring of cement over the metal girders. The orthotropic decks were manufactured in Japan, Myanmar, Taiwan, and Vietnam, and then shipped to Karanja port in Uran for assembly. Transporting and installing each deck required sophisticated equipment, like programmed self-propelled transporters and computer-controlled jacks, ensuring mind-numbing precision within a 5mm tolerance. Even the barge used for transporting the parts was specially built for the Atal Setu project by Larsen & Toubro at its Kattupalli shipyard. The concrete sections of the bridge were made from over 12,000 precast concrete boxes, joined to form 60-meter-long spans. These boxes were then installed using a mobile crane. The foundations for the Atal Setu are an unbelievable feat, as they reach depths of about 47 meters, roughly the same as a 15-story building buried underground, to support the bridge's weight. The road on the bridge is covered with a special asphalt called stone mastic asphalt, SMA, which is designed to last longer, reduce noise, grip better, and even stay smooth in all weather. But that's not all, as it's also completely recyclable and great for the environment. The construction of this engineering insanity generated employment that was estimated at 115,419 man-months, with over 14,000 workers involved. Not to mention expert consultants from 10 different countries, including Brazil, Denmark, Japan, South Korea, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States, who contributed to the project. In addition to all its bells and whistles, the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MMRDA, also implemented noise and vision barriers on a 6-kilometer section of the bridge to address environmental and security concerns. It even has vision barriers designed to block the view of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center from the bridge. This was put in place to ensure the research center could still preserve its security and privacy. The bridge even considers the local wildlife, as noise barriers were installed to protect the movement of flamingos and migratory birds at the Suri mudflats. Additionally, nearly 2 kilometers of the Atal Setu on the Suri side was declared a silent zone to protect schools and sensitive areas on the Navi Mumbai side. Crazy enough, this obsession with silence was even reflected during construction, as to minimize construction noise, equipment was fitted with silencers, and the reverse circulation drilling methodology was used to reduce noise levels and quicken the construction in marine areas. Back to the local wildlife. The MMRDA later converted a 5.6-kilometer-long temporary access bridge, originally built to transport equipment and workers, into a birdwatching platform. They did this to not only provide a unique viewing spot for flamingos and other birds, but to also save on the cost of demolishing the bridge. Essentially, they saved 2 birds with 1 stone. To protect marine life, the bridge has 1,212 special light poles that only light up the road, avoiding any light pollution into the sea. To show just how environmentally friendly this massive bridge is, the Atal Setu's green features helped the bridge earn a sustainability award from the Bombay Natural History Society, BNHS. The Atal Setu features an advanced traffic management system, ATMS, and an intelligent transportation management system, ITMS, to monitor and manage traffic, incidents, and even emergency responses in real time. However, with a speed limit of 100 km per hour, two-wheelers, bicycles, three-wheelers, animal-drawn carriages, and slow-moving vehicles are banned from entering the bridge. Stopping on the bridge is also highly prohibited. To enforce the law and for security, the bridge is equipped with a high-tech safety system, including clear CCTV cameras, radar sensors to catch speeders, and cameras that detect accidents. It also has emergency call boxes and signs that show drivers real-time information. Just a year ago, if you had mentioned to anyone that traveling from Mumbai to Navi Mumbai wouldn't cost an arm and a leg, you probably would have been ridiculed. But just a few months after its opening, the bridge has done just that, changing the lives of many while creating a more connected India. But what do you think about the Atal Setu? Would you like to go to the bridge? And do you really think it can last 100 years? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe.